Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, we'll tell you more about how pumpkins aren't the only thing to pick this season. And high tides and good vibes may be on your mind? See how you might have to change your spring break plans. But first, the University of South Carolina hits on its future plans and what that means for students and alumni like you. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Breanna Moody. Our top story today, future plans for the University of South Carolina. The Post and Courier held a virtual forum last night that answered important questions about the USC plans. It featured a panel of academic leaders like President Caslin and Student Body President Izzy Rustin. One of the main topics was how COVID-19 has impacted campus, with Caslin praising most of the students for following guidelines. Other subjects were also hit on, like the future of online classes.
Students want education delivered in different modalities. Some like it online, some like it online synchronous, some like it online asynchronous, some like it in person, some like it online, but they still like the resident environment for football games and things like that. So we as an institution have got to find the ways to deliver education anytime, anywhere, and be able to be proficient in each one of those modalities based on where the demands and the needs are in the future.
The leaders also talked about tuition and COVID-19 on campus, among other things. To find out more about what else they discussed, the Post and Courier will be posting the full recording tomorrow. Speaking of forum, spring break was one of the topics touched on. To stop potential coronavirus outbreak from traveling, USC has announced for the university will not have a spring break next semester. This will pause on ongoing college tuition, but don't worry, students will be getting their wellness days off sprinkled throughout the semester. USC Provost William Tate understands the disappointment over spring break cancellations, but USC believes it is necessary to preserve the health of students, faculty, and staff, as well as the city of Columbia. Speaking of travel, if you don't have a car and need help getting to the polls between now and Tuesdays, there's a way you can get a free ride. Here with a couple of options for you, and today's SOTY scene is Spencer Beckler. Spencer?
Yeah, that's right, Breanna. If you're worried about getting a ride to the polls this year, you may be in luck. Rideshare company Lyft is now offering free rides to voters in Richland County. It's part of a partnership between Lyft and Plus One Vote. Richland County was selected as a location because the company believes the community has been impacted by voter suppression. But elections officials say that they expect more people to vote this year than ever before.
This turnout is already proven to be, with early voting, the largest turnout ever for absentee voting. So I think that trend will continue throughout Election Day.
The Comet bus system is also offering free rides to the polls in Richland and Lexington counties. Funding for the bus rides is provided by the CARES Act. Both options are currently available and will run through Election Day. Back to you in the studio, Breanna.
Thanks, Spencer. In celebration of Columbia's historic Black nurses, a new historical marker has been unveiled. Some of the alumni from the last graduating class of the Columbia Hospital School attended the unveiling ceremony to recognize these nurses' legacies and their contributions to the city. The marker was put up by the City of Columbia and the School Nursing Alumni Association. The school on the Hardin Street was open for 30 years. More than 400 Black women earned their nursing degrees there. If you're looking for some musical entertainment in Columbia, our reporter Peter Smith knows where to find it. Peter?
I'm Peter Smith outside of the Township Auditorium, where they recently recorded a virtual concert series. Unable to hold in-person events since March, the venue has had to get creative to bring music back to Columbia. The box office has been quiet for several months now, with one canceled show and 5 that have been rescheduled due to the coronavirus pandemic. Loading Dock Live, a popular event at the Township, has shifted to a virtual format to fill the auditorium with music once again. 8 bands were recorded live on Township stage and will be broadcasted on the radio station B1067 every Sunday this fall. Consultants of the Township Auditorium Foundation are eager to bring entertainment back to their city.
people need a distraction. They need something fun. People always enjoy the event in person. Bring your own coolers, bring your pet, you know, hang out, enjoy the music.
There is a concert planned for early November, but it is still uncertain if the building can legally open by the show. In the meantime, the auditorium is conducting a research survey to determine Columbia's attitude towards returning to in-person live events. For Carolina Insider, I'm Peter Smith.
Thanks, Peter. Finally today, instead of picking a pumpkin this fall, you can pick a pet instead. But you've got less than 48 hours to do it. The City of Columbia Animal Services is hosting a pet adoption event where all adoptions are $13. The event will run until Friday the 30th. At the Columbia Animal Services headquarters on Humane Lane, for more information, visit their website. That's it for the edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you here tomorrow.